Hey, I'm Gallo. I'm the prevention specialist here at Pride for Youth.
Hey, I'm Pete. I am the director here at Pride for Youth and an out and proud gay man.
My name is Tawny Engel, and I work at Pride for Youth as a program leader and coordinator.
Hi, my name is Andy Peters. I'm the Associate Executive Director of Long Island Crisis Center. And for young people watching, I want you to know that it gets better.
Hi, my name is Andrea Vogel. I'm the LGBT Program Supervisor here at Pride for Youth, and I want to let you know that it does get better.
I probably started to know that I was different when I was probably like 11. And I remember at the time immediately just feeling separate from everyone. And it was really at that point where, you know, being in school with other boys and just feeling like I could never fit in because there was this thing about me that was just different.
I came out in college and soon afterwards. But for years before, I certainly had an inkling that I was gay, and it was very difficult. I made a personal decision not to talk to other people about it. But I remember probably the hardest time for me was in junior high when I was first aware that I was attracted to other boys, and also aware that I was not your typical kid.
When I was around 13 or 14 years old, I started to realize that I had an attraction to the same sex, and I came out to my family at dinner one day like it was no big deal, and fortunately I was lucky to have a really accepting family, and I went to a really open and accepting school, and I was never really outwardly bullied or harassed or, you know, put down for being a lesbian. But I have to say that my high school years were very isolating. I never quite felt like I fit in anywhere.
I identify as a very strong straight ally, and the way that I came to be a straight ally, I guess you could say, the reason I chose to be a straight ally is it goes back to my early teens, when I kind of started realizing that I was a little bit of a social outcast at school, and you know, so I started developing friendships with a lot of people that were also outcasts, and you know, that just happened to be a lot of people who identified as LGBT.
My brother was sent to prison for gay bashing. I don't know that many details, but from what I do know, him and like a group of skinheads bashed in some gay guy's head. I don't know that person's name. My brother and I were talking about it this Thanksgiving because my brother was saying that he felt really sort of rejected by my dad, who decided that when my brother went to prison that he should just stay there and, you know, do his time. So my brother was saying how that made him feel really hurt and angry, and I was saying, you really have to understand that when you did that when I was 15 years old, that was like so painful. And the fact that my very loving and protecting mom decided to bail you out. Yeah, on the one hand she was there for you, but I really felt like it was sort of a slap in my face.
I'm walking because a close friend of mine, who I consider a brother really, has like attempted suicide a couple times, and I need to be there and support him.
When I was 13 years old, I actually remember very clearly being alone up in my room, thinking about tying a belt around my neck and ending my life, and feeling like there was absolutely no future for me. Where the heck was I going to fit in as this awkward kid who was overweight, who hadn't gone through puberty yet, who sometimes got mistaken as a girl in class because I was kind of ambiguous in that particular stage. And it did get better.
I was lonely, and so many times I just wish that there were other people my age or like a gay straight alliance that I could go to, and it was hard, and a lot of the times I just relied on my intimate or romantic relationships, and I missed out on making a lot of friends because of my fear of being judged and just misunderstood as a gay person.
I remember I used to take the subway to school and look at the train and think about, well, if I just jumped in front of it, this would all go away. And that feeling of just being alone and just feeling like there was no way out. And like I said, never looking around and saying, well, maybe I could be this way and it would be okay.
Either or questions.
I mean, even as a teenager, like I used to, when I started finding out that a lot of my friends were gay, I kind of questioned, like, what's the big deal? Why is that so important to people? Like, why, of all my friends, why is that, a qualification for someone to be an outcast? Because I just could not understand it at all. So I would actually write letters to my friends' parents and ask them, what was their problem? why are you, so angry with your son or daughter if they're still the same person?
But the nice part about being gay is, like, other people look back and think, oh, my best years have passed. And I feel like the longer I'm out, the longer I, love myself, every year seems to get better. This has been the best year of my life.
There are things that you can do. There are other people who are, really upset about the same things and are doing very positive actions to make a difference. And once you get involved with that, you're not so alone. You're not feeling powerless. You're not feeling like an outsider because you're surrounded with other people who care about the same things, who can visualize a world where things are better and where you can celebrate when things do get better.
I'm 23 years old, and just, only 5 years ago I felt very lost and alone in the world, and now I feel like, everything is just awaiting me, and there's so much I get to do and so much I get to see, and I'm happy to be alive and here and be able to be a part of that. And that's why I say that it does get better.
There are a lot of people out there who support you guys and love you, including straight allies such as myself. And we're going to fight for you and speak for you and have a voice for you until you're able to do so. Okay, bye.
Most of us can only take the best, so we can only take the best.
You're almost there. Let's go. You're almost. Woo! Oh!